What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Tremonti. Yes, indeed, Tremonti Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Random Viewer. I'm not making that up. That's actually the name of the person who requested this. Random Viewer. And Random Viewer wanted to see me react to this song by Tremonti called Throw Them to the Lions. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Tremonti, yeah, shocking, and the video has 757,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Tremonti, Throw Them to the Lions official music video. Wah, wah, wah.
Damn it.
Yeah, there's that word official coming off of their official page. Ah, boy. Look, you know what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to say it. All I'm going to say is we're going to just wait and see what happens and hope for the best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I want to say something. I really want to say something right now, but I know if I do, there's a I don't think it'll happen, but I think there's a chance. I know there's a chance. There is always a possibility that I might have to retract it, and I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to say it yet. I'm going to wait until the review. What's worse is I don't want to say a whole lot right now. I really don't want to say anything because I don't want to show my hand. I really don't. I don't want to be sitting there playing poker and get distracted and turn my head, and as I turn my head, there goes my shoulders. The next thing you know, the guy next to me sees my hand. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm going to save everything, and I mean everything, for the review. Yeah, I think that's going to be the smart thing to do. Let's finish this out, and we'll get to that review.
Justice, don't you worry. I'll tear to pieces and I like it. One look at you. Step into the fire that burns until I wake. And we'll throw them to the lions. Throw them to the lions. One look at you. Step into the fire that burns until I wake. And we'll throw them to the lions. One look at you. Step into the fire that burns until I wake. And we'll throw them to the lions. Throw them to the lions or watch them drown.
You have no idea how hard this is for me. You have no idea how hard this is for me not to open my mouth and just start talking about this, like in the middle of the review, like I normally do. Middle of the reaction, I'll stop and talk about it, and at the end, I'll talk about it. And you have no idea how hard it is for me just to keep everything in and not show my hand at all. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we will talk all about it. I promise. Well, there you go, folks. That was Tremonti with Throw Them to the Lions. Like this little lion right here. Lioness. This was a request from Random Viewer. Yeah, somebody wanted to come up and say hi. Somebody wanted some attention. Someone wanted some daddy love. I'm sure a lot of you haven't seen her on the channel in a while. Yeah, Amanda wanted to come up and get some attention, get some screen time. And yeah, I know, you missed Daddy, I know. She says I work too hard. I don't pay enough attention to her. I'm always filming or editing or something like that. And she's like, you need to pay more attention to me. Ain't that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's talk about this, shall we? There's a lot of things I want to say, and I'm contemplating, should I say them first and then give the score, or should I give the score first? What do you think? Score first? Yeah, score first. All right. I guess we'll do the score first. Amanda says so. All right. You want to get down? You want to get down? Okay. I'm starting to squirm. All right, let's get to that score, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.3. Yep, 8.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.3. What does that mean? Well, an 8.3 would translate to a great scale rating. It would also translate out to 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. Not a B, not a C, an A-. So yeah, 8.3, great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with this score? So glad you asked. I'm going to say it now. I've been wanting to say this for a while, but I'm going to say it right now. Out of all of the songs I've heard from Tremonti on the channel, this is my favorite, without question. And listen, I know you've heard every reactor on the YouTube network. You've heard every reactor say that about a lot of their favorite songs. You know, every song is their favorite. Folks, you don't hear me say that very often because I'm not going to say it unless I actually mean it. And the honest to God truth is, out of all the songs I've heard from Tremonti on the channel, this is my favorite, hands down, without question. The drive and the energy on this song was through the roof. It had the most energy and drive out of any song I've heard from Tremonti here on the channel to date. So, automatically winning for that reason. On top of that, they had some really unique play with feel. They skipped straight time. There was no straight time. It was halftime on the slower parts. It was halftime, and then it was double time with the snare. And this is what kind of threw me off. The snare wasn't on 1, 2, 3, and 4 like it normally would be for double time. It was on the offbeats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It was on the upbeats is where the snare was hitting. That's what was throwing me off. I'm sitting there going, I know it's double time. I can hear it's double time, but the snare's not hitting on 1, 2, 3, and 4. What is it hitting on? And then yeah, I really locked in on the upbeats. I'm like, there it is. There's the snare hits on the upbeats of 1, 2, 3, and 4, on the ands of 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it was double time. It just wasn't hitting on the downbeats. It was hitting on the upbeats. That was cool. That was cool. Was not expecting that. When they did transition to the halftime, skipping straight time and going right to the halftime, that was heavy. It got super heavy. I liked it. I liked everything about it. Everything about the feels in this song were great. Vocally strong. In all honesty, if I'm being honest, I think this is one of the strongest vocal performances I've heard from Tremonti. I'm not saying it's the strongest. I'm saying it's one of the strongest. I think there was one other song, or 1 or 2 other songs that I've heard from them where I think the vocals were a little more impressive than this one was, but this was strong, without question. Guitar playing sounded good. I could hear the bass in the mix. God, that was so nice to hear. The drumming was tight, nice fill work, great patterns. Way to really establish and transition between that halftime feel and the double time feel, and not transitioning into a straight time feel. That was cool. The intro, okay. At first, when I first was hearing the intro, I was like, I don't know about this intro. But then when the song kicked in, I was like, oh, okay, never mind. The intro makes perfect sense. I see what they were doing. They weren't focusing so much on a melodic line setup. It was focusing far more on what was going to be happening rhythmically within the song. So that made sense. That made sense. No, look, this was a great song. This was a great song. Probably, I don't know if it's the best song I've heard from Tremonti on the channel. I don't know if it's the most impressive song I've heard on the channel from Tremonti, but I will say without hesitation in any way, shape, or form that it is my new favorite song from Tremonti as far as songs I've heard on the channel. Now, there may be other songs out there that might replace it, but right now, this is the top spot. This is the top spot. This is the king. This is the emperor. This is the ruler. And that's really all there is to say. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got an 8.3, which is a great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.